Poor posture, forward rounded shoulders, forward head posture. We know the old texting, the driving, the reading, the writing, looking down, or even propping up pillows behind your neck when you're lying in bed is ruining your spine. So therefore, this particular 5-part series of this particular exercise is going to make a huge difference to help free up mobilization in that mid-back area to prevent that kyphosis. We're going to be going against that kyphosis, trying to rehabilitate these segments in the spine to get that mobilization in there to prevent those serious issues that could arise. So you can be creative. If you don't have a regular foam roller like this, you may have a bolster that you can use or a piece of cylindrical foam like this. It doesn't matter. A rolled up towel, something that can do the job to put mobility into the spine, to go against what your body's been doing. Hunching this way, the thoracic spine is coming outwards, causing you to round more, causing you to have forward head posture that's getting out of control. So the first preliminary exercise, which is good for the thoracic spine as well as the lower back, but we're just going to dangle. We're going to lean forward, okay, and just dangle as if you're touching your toes. Just let your upper body weight fall, let your head fall. Just let those muscles dangle. You'll be able to get closer to the floor. If you touch the floor, great. If you can palm the floor, great. But just allow your upper body to go forward and keep those knees locked out. Keep it straight. And after about a minute, shake it up. Okay, move it around, and you'll feel nice and loose back there. So now we're going to prep those segments in our thoracic spine. That goes from the bottom of the neck to the upper part of that lower back area. There's 12 thoracic vertebrae. But what we're going to do here is that we're going to put this behind our spine, but we're going to start, as I turn around so you can see better here, we're going to start around right above the upper lumbar area, the lower thoracic, right here about T12. We're going to put it right about here, and all we're going to do is let our arms out and just do little bits of flexion and extension. Don't go all the way back, and then we'll roll it up a little more, and then we'll just go little bits of flexion and extension. You can leave your arms out just like this, just for a couple seconds, and you'll roll it up a little more, and you may want to bring your arms a little higher up to get the shoulder blades away, and little bits of flexion and extension. So you can do like 3 to 4 areas of your thoracic spine, and now we're ready for the mobilization. Okay, so now it's time to mobilize this thoracic spine. It's a very great intersegmental mobilization technique that will free up any of those joints, particularly in the facet joints that are fixated or are locked, that are not moving correctly. Remember, joints that do not move correctly are the joints that generally degenerate the quickest. So having mobility is the healthiest thing that we can do for the spine. So what we'll do is that we're going to take the roller or whatever you may be using, and we're going to start in our lower thoracic spine right about here, T12. But our position is going to be sitting back on the floor, as I am right now, putting our feet on the floor, okay, like this. And what we're going to be doing is that we're going to position the roller on the area where we're starting, and we'll lift the pelvic up. Now, here's the key. I want you to take your hands and your arms, put it up behind your head, hands together and elbows together. That will release the scapular blades away from that area so we can open it up. And all we're going to do is that we're just going to come down as we come up on the spine and roll back up. Good. Feels real nice. Just roll up and roll down. Keep the arms up, your elbows close together, and your hands close together. Good. Keeps the shoulder blades out of the way, and we're just mobilizing it all the way up the top of the shoulder blades at the beginning of the upper part of the thoracic spine to the lower thoracic spine. We're not working the neck or the lower lumbar area. And you'll do this about 12, 15 times, and this will really open it up and mobilize those particular areas that are not moving. The next one we're going to do is we're going to mobilize specific areas within the thoracic spine. Now, generally when we mobilize these areas, it's very hard to mobilize the upper thoracic because of the scapula. So we're going to go as high as we can. We'll start from the lower thoracic spine at T12, and what we're going to do here is that we're going to just fall back over the roller. Okay, we're just going to fall back on the roller. Let me go ahead and show you here. Okay, I'm going to turn around. We're going to sit on the mat. We do not have to lift our pelvic up. We're going to position it in our lower thoracic spine like this. What I want to do now is the same position with our hands over our head, our hands together, elbows together. And while I'm over the area, I just want you to fall back, take a deep breath, and as you blow it out, lean back. Hold it there. Take another deep breath. And when you blow it out, fall back a little more. Good. And you can do that again if you like. Deep breath. Blow it out. Lean back more. Good. And we'll do that on other areas. We can come a little bit higher up. And the same thing. Okay, you're going to take a deep breath. Blow it out. Right over that area. And you'll really feel it mobilize. Take a deep breath. Fall back more when you exhale. Good. And you can work your way up the spine and get those areas that you're feeling that restriction, that immobilization. You can be creative. If you're going to come up higher on the spine, you really need to make sure you keep those elbows together and those hands together, because we want to get those shoulder blades out of the way to get that mobility. The last exercise is opening up and putting rotation into the thoracic spine by contracting part of our core, the oblique muscle, by isolating that muscle. And by doing this, we're going to really open up the thoracic region, open up the rib cage by putting mobility into the spine as we just reach in and out with our arms. So what we'll do first is that we're going to lay down on our side. You can leave the pillow right where it's at. Pillow. Now, you don't even need a roller for this. I'm calling it a pillow, but a roller, just this as it is right here. Now, we're on our side, and what I want to do is take the shoulder on the side, and I want you to lift it up high as it can go, and put your wrist as high as you can put it. Now, bend your wrist back at 90 degrees here, and I want you to lift as high as you can. What that's going to do is lock out the oblique muscles. And all we're going to do here with the other arm is that we're just going to take a deep breath, and as we blow it out, just let it come all the way over. Good. And now, keep this arm pushing up. This will lock out the obliques. And as we drop this arm down, as you hold it, you can take another deep breath. As you blow it out, you can let it fall further. Good. You'll notice many of you will be able to touch the ground, which is still good. We'll come up back again. Deep breath. Blow it out. This is what it looks like. Keep pushing up with this other arm. Now, you'll feel that nice stretch as we do this. And if you come all the way, if you notice that this arm keeps hitting the ground, what I want you to do, I want you to turn more on your body this way and come more on the other shoulder to where your body's positioned more this way, so you get more of a stretch. Watch. So if I come here, and as I come all the way over, I can't touch the floor now. So position your body to where you really get that stretch, and you'll feel all this whole area open up, and you can be creative as well on that particular exercise. I really hope that these exercises make a big change for you. Remember, posture is the most important thing that you can do to help stabilize your spine and keep it healthy in the future. This will really put mobilization to the thoracic spine. Having areas that are immobile or areas that are not moving are going to compensate back up to the cervical spine and will make conditions worse. So even though you may be having disc herniations, osteoarthritis, bulging discs, or any type of radiculopathy from the neck, by doing this exercise, you'll be amazed how your neck conditions can start feeling better much quicker. I ask you to share this video with others, and most important, make it a great day. I'm Dr. Alan Mandell.